More troubling news on the economic front. More than 6 million Americans applied for unemployment benefits last week. It's another shattering record as a number that's shattering records as job losses mount due to the coronavirus pandemic. Sally Kids in Washington with the details.
Economists say this is just a stunning number, Haley. Twice as many Americans applied for jobless benefits last week than did the week before. As COVID-19 cases surge, job losses and layoffs are accelerating at an alarming rate. 6.6 million people applied for unemployment benefits last week. That's up from the record-breaking 3.3 million the week before.
We've seen a 3,000% increase in unemployment insurance claims over the last 3 weeks. We really are in just absolutely uncharted territory.
With stay-at-home orders in more than 30 states, streets are empty and businesses are closing. Regular economic activity has ground to a halt. The hardest hit sectors, restaurants, retail, travel, and hospitality. Congress's $2 trillion rescue package expands eligibility for unemployment insurance and adds an extra $600 in weekly benefits.
Should we again do the $600? I certainly think so, so that people have the purchasing power to help them meet their needs, but also spend it, inject demand into the economy.
I don't think that's appropriate at this time. We've just passed 3 bills, the largest in the history. We've got to make sure this is implemented correctly.
As federal dollars begin to flow, some say states need more help.
States are going to be strapped, localities are going to be strapped because they're going to have a loss in sales revenue, a loss in income taxes.
Well, economists are projecting some 20,000 additional job losses by the end of June. Now, look, eventually we're going to pull out of this, but experts are warning it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. In Washington, Sally Kidd, KMBC 9 News.
And a new AP NORC Center for Public Affairs research poll shows about half of all working Americans report some kind of income loss affecting themselves or maybe a family member. The survey also shows a spike in pessimism. 60% consider the economy in poor shape. Last week, more than 100,000 people filed for unemployment in Missouri and more than 55,000 applied in Kansas. But self-employed workers are still waiting for relief. KMBC 9's Emily Hallwick joins us live right now. Emily, why can they not file right now?
So, Haley, typically people who are self-employed don't qualify for unemployment through the state, but now they are going to qualify through the government's new stimulus package. They will be able to get some aid, but the problem here is the holdup is that the states are still waiting on guidance from the federal government as far as how to implement that relief for self-employed workers. And we talked to a woman today who lives in Lee's Summit, and she's self-employed as an autism and behavior specialist. Since she's not able to do home visits during the coronavirus outbreak, she's not working and she's not making money. So she tried to file for unemployment in Missouri, and she saw that it's not set up for self-employed workers yet. She did get through to speak with someone, but they told her that they're still waiting for that guidance from the federal government on how to implement this because this is new for everyone. So for now, it's a waiting game.
In an already frustrating and insecure situation, it just caused more anxiety, at least for me, right? Because again, I haven't worked in weeks and I have to pay my mortgage.
I did reach out to the Missouri Department of Labor, and they said they're expecting that guidance to come, quote, very soon. They also said that if they try to implement it incorrectly, it could cost the state and employers millions of dollars. Reporting live in Kansas City, Missouri, Emily Hallwick, KMBC 9 News.
And Missouri's Department of Labor has increased staffing to handle the influx of unemployment claims. The Kansas DOL has doubled its staff in the last week. If you're seeking unemployment benefits, Kansas Governor Laura Kelly says the fastest way to apply is online at getkansasbenefits.gov. It could take months for those stimulus checks to arrive. The Trump administration told a House committee direct payments could go out on April 13th. That's only for people, though, who provided their direct deposit information through their tax returns. It could take 20 weeks for the paper checks to be mailed out. They're going to be issued at a rate of $5 million per week. People with the lowest income will receive their checks first. COVID-19 cases are still on the rise. Missouri has reached more than 1,800 positive cases and 20 deaths. The latest from Kansas City, a woman in her 70s. Kansas has hit more than 550 cases. 13 people have died, with one of the latest cases in Wyandotte County, bringing that county's total to 5 deaths. St. Luke's health system is expanding its drive-through testing sites to all first responders. The health system says testing will be available to first responders who meet certain criteria. That includes fever, cough, shortness of breath, or exposure. First responders will need a referral from the department. The health system's lack of access to testing and delays have put more pressure on these agencies. There are drive-through testing sites in Blue Springs, Overland Park, and Kansas City North. The Kansas City Health Department wants you to know its phone number. Workers say if you get a call from this number on your screen, 816-513-6008, pick it up. It may be someone letting you know of a COVID-19 exposure or your coronavirus test results. Workers say please answer and help us keep you and your loved ones safe. Tonight, residents are furious all across the metro after the company that manages their HOA sent a letter asking them to self-report positive cases of COVID-19. The company, First Service Residential, is the largest provider of HOA management in Kansas City. The letter asked residents to report COVID-19 cases so they could clean and sanitize common areas. After getting pushback, though, they sent a letter saying that it was completely voluntary to report.
I think if they had thought this through the first time, maybe had some better a test audience on it, they might have been able to send out a better letter.
A call to First Service was not immediately returned today.